My name's Keith Pebbly. Moved to Vallarta from Las Vegas, Nevada. I lived there for 30 years, and before that, California and Utah, and retired.
I want to say it's the best move we've ever done. We bought our condo here thinking we would spend winters here and then go back to Las Vegas for the summer, because I do love the dry heat. But the second summer here, or winter, we kind of looked at each other and said, why are we going back? We love it here. So we went home and sold our Las Vegas house in 3 days with canned goods, furniture, dishes, everything. And we live in Puerto Vallarta.
We've been coming here on vacation for 27 years, 25, 27 years. And we just always loved it here. And we've gone other places in Mexico and other places as well. But there's just something about Puerto Vallarta. I can't put one reason. There's a lot of small reasons. Mainly, I think it is how easy it is to get along with people here. I haven't had 30 seconds worth of aggravation from anybody in all those years. And then we decided, we were retired, and we looked around in the US. We took a couple of road trips to go to different places that we might want to retire to, because we didn't feel like we wanted to stay in Las Vegas all the rest of our lives. And we went back to Vegas from the road trips and said, I think it's Puerto Vallarta, let's go look at it. And then again, it was only going to be 6 months and 6 months. Did that twice. And again, we said, what are we doing? This is where we want to be. Let's just go home. And we did. We went back to Vegas and sold everything, like you said, in 3 days. And walked out of the house and left everything in it. I opened my garage and told my neighbors, if you want anything, take it. And we've been there 30 years, so you know what a garage looks like with 30 years, saws and equipment and blah, blah. It was empty in 30 minutes. And sold my car to my neighbor and sold her car to the first guy that looked at it on when I sold it. Everything just worked out perfect for us.
We had housekeepers come in to clean our house before we moved, and we both had a closet full of clothes. We don't dress like that here. No. We're in shorts, easy flowy pants. Yeah. Everything's easy. And I was a shoe fanatic.
Yeah, both of us.
We gave every pair of shoes away to the housekeepers. Said, do you want any of this? And they loaded up the back ends of their cars. I'm sure they had great yard sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we haven't had 1 second of regret.
The biggest challenge was I didn't know that you couldn't bring a car down and just leave it, because I was in the car business, so I went and bought a inexpensive SUV, thinking when we drove down the first 2 times, and I thought I could just leave it here. And you can as a temporary resident, but once you become permanent, then my understanding, you have to buy the car here. So I took it back and sold it, and we bought a car here when we moved here. But as a challenge, it's little things again that getting used to mañana. That got to her at first, and I kept saying, no, we're here to enjoy Mexico, not change Mexico. And I think when you get that attitude, then you're on the way to being really happy here.
It took me quite a few weeks to get into we're here to enjoy, because we would hire people to come in and do stuff in the condo, and they would say, I'll see you at 9. And maybe at 2 o'clock they'd show. Well, I forgot to tell you, I play tennis every morning, and then I have to go home and eat, and then I have to shower. And that's the way it is. So that's the way it is.
Yeah, you just have to get used to a different time frame. We're in their country, they're not in ours.
And it's a different pace.
It's a different pace, and that's what we love about it, and that's why we're here, and that's why we decided to make it permanent here, is because it is so easy to live here. It's just easy. and in every way. Obviously, when you come from the U.S. or whatever, the financial difference because of the change of monies, and that's just a really big plus, and it just makes it that much easier.
The other thing I'm shocked at after living here this amount of time is my Spanish is minimal. And we can get along. We can, almost everybody, even if they don't speak English, their English is like my Spanish and we can communicate.
Yeah.
And nobody is upset because you don't speak Spanish.
Yeah. They would prefer it, obviously, and like I would in the U.S., but as long as you try, they're happy with that. And everybody has a phone and the translate, so they just automatically go to the translate. It just makes it easier for everybody. And you don't have any misunderstandings in what you want or what you don't want. And we've taken road trips, 2 long ones. The last one was 1,800 miles. We went south, 900 south, and then over into the middle of Mexico and around and back. And again, not 30 seconds worth of aggravation on anything. It was, and we're going to do more of it. We went to Oaxaca to see the pyramids there, and we've got a couple other places we want to go, and we're planning those now. So
We had been here so much, nothing surprised me.
well, I think the biggest thing to me is the amount of people you meet from different parts of the world. It is astonishing to me that we'll go up to our pool in our condo and we meet people from Africa, from Australia, from no New Zealanders yet, Germany, Ireland, England, a lot of Canadians, but it's from everywhere in the world. And it seems like when people come here, and it's probably true other places, but they have an attitude, we want to meet people. We want to see people. We want to meet new people. And even though it's not a permanent relationship long term, but it is because a lot of people come here for 3 months, 4 months, then go back, and we wait for them to come back next year. Right now, a lot of our friends are leaving, and we are much more sociable here than we ever were in Vegas. In Vegas, we loved a couple of neighbors and great friends, but that was it. Here, we meet, like I say, at the pool, and we are much more social here. We a lot more eating out socially, and that's a lot of it. And at the beach, we have a group that meets every Sunday at 5 o'clock in a certain place at the beach. And there could be 4 of us or there could be 20 of us, depending on who's in town and what time of year it is. So it's, and we all just meet each other for maybe we haven't seen them for the whole week, but it's just a conversation and enjoying.
When we bought the condo, 92% Mexican owned. Had no clue. I thought it was going to be all Americans. And then to find out the ones that weren't Mexican were Canadians. We were the token Americans.
Yeah, it surprises that like I said, our condo building, it was brand new. We bought it actually before it was built, but the amount of Mexican people that owned it, because you get something in your mind about Mexico, and then when you get here, you find out it's not like that at all. This is a very forward-looking country now, especially in the last 5 years that we've been here. Things have changed a lot, and it's really good for the people.
I'm much happier. I think we both are.
Oh, I know we both are.
Nothing is a problem. If it is, it's going to go away in a couple of days.
Yeah, our biggest problem is which one takes the dog out to the park.
Yeah, to go to the bathroom.
And that's the biggest problem we have. I'm serious when I say that. We don't have, I can't
imagine what we would argue over, disagree with. Paint colors.
Yeah,
We're getting
paint.
ready to paint our house.
Yeah.
our condo. So we've had a few disagreement on paint colors, but
But that's
you
it.
know, paint's easy. You can change it in 2 weeks if you hate it.
Yeah, it's, we had a good relationship before too, but again, I go back to the easy part. It's just nice.
There's nothing to be upset about, unhappy about. Paint colors, you know, that doesn't count. Taking the dog to go to the bathroom, that really doesn't count either. You know, if those are our problems, we are darn lucky.
Yeah, we are darn lucky. We are. Darn.
Yeah, we are.
It's everything. When we made the final decision to move here, everything fell in place perfectly for us. Our home in Vegas sold in 3 days.
Our cars went
sold.
right away.
The first person that looked at them bought them. And our condo here, well, when we first got here, took longer to get in than we thought it was going to because it wasn't finished. But I come to find out that's pretty normal. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, in fact, it wasn't bad. It was just days and, longer than we thought.
I think I had 10 minutes of an issue when we first got in, but that was, we flew with 2 dogs and dog food.
Yeah.
We didn't bring meat dog food, it was dry dog food, but we're going to the luggage to pick up luggage, and the agricultural desk stopped me and said, "You have dogs?" I said, "Well, yeah, but that's agriculture and not little dogs." Anyway, we had to go to the agricultural desk, and he said, "Do you have any food?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Well, open that bag." And I opened it up, and it was a bag of dry dog food. I thought he meant people food. So after I pulled the bag of food out, it was allowed to go because it didn't have beef in it. I didn't realize you couldn't bring beef products for your animal, but you can't. Anyway, that was my only trouble.
The people we talked to from the U.S. or Canada even, and they asked a lot about medical. And we're lucky because we're from the U.S. We have a medical for emergencies that we're taken care of if we have an emergency like a broken leg, arm, or accident or anything like that. It's taken care of. And,
but we have a fantastic dentist, fantastic doctor.
Yeah, they've become friends, actually.
Yeah.
And we have that's the other thing is we've become friends with people that are from here and have lived here all their lives. Like the guy that he has a shoe store, he makes sandals. He's made every pair of, I don't buy other shoes. I haven't bought a pair of shoes other than sandals in 5 years. I wore long pants one day when I flew back to the U.S. It was going to be kind of cold on the airplane, and I had to buy those to have them. I don't own a pair of long pants. I wore shorts every day for 5 years.
Except for that one day.
Except for that one day. And sandals, that's all I wear. I don't have a pair of dress shoes. I have a pair of running shoes, but I don't run. It's just for
easier walking.
Easier walking. If we're going on a road trip, I'll take them because you don't know where you're going to be. But like I say, it's summer every day. It's summer every day. Yeah.
The only difficult part to me is walking. Every street is uneven, every sidewalk is uneven, and in my old age, I've gotten really clumsy. So I can't walk by myself. I have to have man, woman, child, somebody hang on to me because I'm going to fall over these sidewalks. But it's me. It's not, everybody else walks and stands straight up. So I'm the klutzy one, but there are a lot of uneven surfaces.
Yeah. The biggest thing I think would be do your homework as far as there's a few blogs, and you can go online and find some blogs that tell you about Vallarta and Mexico, and they're pretty good. I watched them for a long time before we came, and most all the information, you can get it without, I don't want to plug any special bank or anything. There's some certain cards you probably should have that makes your banking a lot easier here, because that can be a little bit of a hassle when you first get here, and getting internet and different things if you plan on living here. Just be very flexible. The biggest thing is be flexible, and as fast as you can get into the mode of we're here to enjoy Mexico and not change it. And that's the biggest thing. We're not here to change anything. It's not our country, it's theirs. And we've got to adhere to their way of life. Assimilate to being a Mexican, not being an American in Mexico. I think it's attitude. It's all attitude. Be open-minded.
It's the best thing we ever did in our 150 years.
No,
It's great.
We do at least once every 2 weeks, look at each other and say, I'm really glad we did this. And it's been 5 years and we're still doing it. I mean, every 2 weeks. I'm serious when I say we just look at it, boy, I'm glad we did this.
Yeah, life is great.
You know, you'll do little things. You go to a restaurant or meet somebody and say, hey, come on over. Because we love to have people come over to our place. We really enjoy
have been
this
much more social.
We love the social part of it. And you can be as social as you want or as loner as you want. It's up to you. And other people are the same. It just come down, realize what it is, because a lot of people are afraid of Mexico. You hear all this stuff, and it's not. Oh, there's problems, but there's problems in the U.S. Big time. And I'm not saying I would never downplay the U.S. That's my country. I love it, and I'll never change any status of it. But this is pretty darn nice.